Well, hello and good evening. I'm late. I'm sorry. I'm late. I got carried away and I knew it was time for Trisha time on Friday, no date there, Friday the 21st of March, first day of spring as far as I'm concerned. So it hasn't been that warm a day, but it has been pleasant, I must admit. So today I'm hoping there's going to be lots of people watching, and I'm hoping that I'm going to get lots of comments with numbers in a little while. So if you'd like to say hello, there's Liz. Hello, Liz. Just to show it's working. If you say hello or whatever you fancy saying, and then I'll know you're there. Hello, Jill. Hello, Josie. And hello, Jill. Jill with a J rather than Jill with a G. Hello, Karen. Yep, we're doing well. Still a bit nasal, but there we go. I'm not feeling too bad at all. And I hope you're all well too. Hello, Maria. Hello, Marilyn. And hello, Virginia. So, and hello, Jane. All the charm packs and layer cakes went out today. So start stalking the postie. Jane, I put two of yours together, so it's gone first class. Hello, Christine. Oh. Pat's on. Hello, Christine. Hello, Marion. Hello, Beverly. Hello, Dorothy. Somebody's on YouTube, and I don't think I'm broadcasting to YouTube. We'll do that perhaps next week. Hello, Vanessa, lovely. Hope you're okay. Hello, Alison. And hello, Judith. Happy Friday. Now, the lady that usually says Happy Friday is in Spain, so I wonder whether she'll be watching. Hello, Sue. So I read your email, and I'm glad you've sorted that. Hello, Sandra. Hello, Jill and John. Hope you're feeling a bit better, John, or ready to get massive improvement, but yes. Oh, thank you, Jeeta. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Angela. Oh, you're welcome, Jane. I happened to notice there were two there, so I thought I'll pop them together. Hello, Jane. Hello, Carol. No, do you know what? When I was drying it, Carol, all I did was put some new conditioner. And I thought it looked darker. I've still got the badger stripes. Can you see? It's just underneath. So no, I haven't done that yet. But I thought to myself, it looks darker. I don't know. I really don't know. Let's have a look. I missed some people there. Hello, Sue. Your first visit to... Oh, blimey. Oh, there's lots to catch up on then, Jill. Not Jill, Sue. Because I've been on... This is the third time this week. And... lots of things yesterday that we were talking about. So if you get a spare minute, have a look. John's still feeling poorly. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, I hope he improves very quickly. There's nothing worse than feeling poorly. I know it myself. Karen's good. That's lovely. Got your nephews for a sleepover tonight. Lovely. I've got my eldest granddaughters next weekend and the dog. So we'll see how that goes. Good evening, Amanda and Christine and Jane. Thank you, Jane. Hello, Rosemary. Hope you've got your fabrics. They all went out the other day. Hello, Susan. Hello, Tony. Hello, Jan. Oh, jolly good. You got your parcel. Hello, Nettie. Oh, thank you. It did say, oh, what was it? Oh, I don't know. I went into one of the cheapy shops. I like B&M. And I think it might have been Pantene. It was in a tube, so it's very, very creamy. And I didn't leave it in long. It didn't say leave it in, so I just put it in, scrunched it around, and washed it out again. It's obviously done the trick. Thank you. Hello, Linda. Hello, Karen. Hello, Sue. Hello, Mary and Sue and Christine. Hello, Elaine. It is the first day of spring, isn't it? Yes. Hello, Patricia. Hello, Pippa. Oh, don't worry. You're watching an article on the news about the lovely place you live. Oh, lovely. Can't remember where that is. And Val's had a day of crochet. Oh, that's lovely, Val. At least you're able to do something. Let's see. Hello, Helen. Hello, Brenda. Oh, lovely to see you, Brenda. Oh, thank you. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad you're here and lovely to see you, and I hope you're doing well. Hello, Pat. Now, did you go on YouTube? Because I saw it come down that you're saying hello on YouTube. Or perhaps you were just watching one of my videos. Hello, Leslie. Cooking dinner. I've got fish and chips tonight, so 7:30 is the deadline, as you know. Hello, Barbara. Oh, thank you. Oh, yes, the quilt in the background. That was the last sew-along, wasn't it? That was Stars and Geese. So, yes. You're just hand sewing the binding on yours. Fantastic. Hello, Michelle. Sue's had your grandson last night. Yeah, early start today. I had a reasonable start these days. But yeah, we have to do that little walk. But it gets me out and gives me some fresh air. Yes, yours is on its way, Carol. And you did get them. Jolly good, Rosemary. Oh, Jill's got a new sofa coming tomorrow. Lovely. Yeah, long 6 weeks. Perhaps that's why John is not feeling too good. Where's he been sitting? Have you got a deck chair out? A new carpet's been fitted. Super. I'm having a new front door next on Monday. So if you've seen my old front door, you'll see a new one if you manage to get to me in May. So I hope I saw lots of people are coming and offering lifts, so that would be lovely. Angela's been shopping today for your great-grandchild. Fantastic. How lovely. Well, my eldest granddaughter is only 14, so I think I've got a little while to wait, but you never know. Daddy's not watching, otherwise he'd say, oh, no, 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 Daddy's girl. Hello, Jack. Hello, Tony. You're thinking it's Saturday. No, I'm not thinking it's Saturday yet. I quite often do that, though. I know the feeling. Yes, Gita, I did. Yours is on the way. I love writing your address. Okay, Michelle. Oh, I know. I said to my daughter only yesterday, I think her boys have got parties this weekend and next weekend. She doesn't know how to fit it all in. One going one place, one going another, and it's not always local. And it's like you live your life around the boys' social life, you know? Do I have any red peach charm packs? I have the charm pack has got reds and peaches in, but they are all together. There are 78 pieces. Oh, I've packed them all away. So if you see, this is our giveaway. You see the reds and peaches in there. They are all within it. So there are reds and peaches, but you get all of those colours. You can see there's creams, blues, reds, peaches, corals. It is absolutely delicious. Okay. Jill's been knitting at the seaside. How nice. Hello, Rena. 7 weeks of no internet. Oh, for good. I didn't think I'd seen you. No. So, oh, you're back in the modern world now then. It's amazing how much we rely on the internet, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know what I'd do without it. Hello, Pamela. Hope you're well. Hello, Marilyn. You love it on here. Oh, that's fantastic. Is there any chance I can upload the video for the top I made in the dressmaking? I'll have a look for it. I haven't looked for it yet. I think it was in 3 parts, wasn't it? I'll have a look, Karen. See what I can do. Looks different on your phone tonight. Hello, Carol. Yes, I'm on my phone as well. Because I've got this newfangled thing, which it's not wonderful, but hey-ho. Oh, and Judith watched some of the YouTubes this morning. Well, I want you to have a think, because the giveaway is going to be dependent on a number. And when it comes to it, I want you to put, you can choose as many, or you can put as many numbers as you like, or as many goes as you like. And it is going to be, what is it? That's right. It's the number of views. This is so you can be thinking about it. I'll give you a few more clues nearer the time. So don't write your numbers yet, but it's the number of views I have had within the last 48 hours. Now, I have written it down on my piece of paper. It's on the other side here. and I've written it back to front, so that it should read the right way round. So just have a think. I'm not giving it any clues at the minute, but I don't want any numbers yet. So I'll tell you when. I thought we'd do the little demo first, and then we'll do all the guessing. Oh, thank you, Jack. It's taken years off me. I had some layers put in it. I did have it cut on Monday, so I got a bit fed up with it being long and, and I can cope with it being down rather than having to put it up all the time. So, Carol's putting the backing on her quilt at the minute. Oh, and Jill's got a very comfortable guard. Uncomfortable. Oh, that's perhaps what's done it, Jill. Not really, but you can always say silly things, can't you? But yes. Hello, Shirley. You need your sojo back. Oh, okay, Michelle. We'll see what we can do. You've got to slim in the middle of the screen, but yes. Well, the thing is, if I turn it landscape, I can't see any comments, which is why when I come to demo, I'll turn it sideways. Okay. You've got a slim screen. You can see me okay. Okay. Hello, Patsy. Hello, Carolyn. Your sewing is just broken. Yes, Carolyn. Yes, Carolyn. There's, just enjoy life for now. I mean, Sewing Street sent me oh, dear, oh, we're back again. Sorry about that. Perhaps I'd better get started. Hi, Mavis. Oh, that is a long way, Patricia, but it would lovely to see you if you could. Carol would love to come. Don't think you'll manage it. Oh, dear. Never mind. Perhaps there'll be a time at some point. Hello, Susan. Sonia's found me. Lovely. Hello, Wendy. Hello, Virginia. Shirley's hoping to come. That would be lovely, Shirley. Christine says fab. Hello, Kim. Treat yourself. That's right. Okay, Josie, that's fine. Yes, we were talking to Carolyn about the sewing machine. Absolutely, absolutely. Right. Yes, I was freezing. I could see it was a long time, and I don't usually freeze for that long. It's usually a blip and then it comes back. Okay. So what I have done, I've made two. I'll show you how this worked. So I think I called it a little Easter basket because I'm thinking Easter eggs. And I haven't done a PDF yet, but it will be a written one with some measurements. Okay. So it looks just the same as normal. Right, here's a little one. And I did this from some scraps because I don't like wasting fabric. So that was the little one. Then I decided, and there's no wadding or interfacing in these. Then I decided I would do one a little bit bigger. Can you see it's got stitching around the top and around here? And inside, your fabric comes down in the top as well. So that inside edge has got some of the outer fabric. Still quite nice, but the one I'm going to demo, I've actually used G700 on it. So this has got a new little technique, or two actually, to make it a little bit different, but it still gives you a lovely little bag. So I'll still be able to use these, put anything in there. So it's floppy, but not too floppy. And because I use calico, that's got a bit of body, but there's no interfacing. And the only reason I would have used fusible fleece, but I think when we've got a bit of folding, it might not be as easy as without. But as I say, on what I'm going to show you now, I have got some fusible interfacing, some G700. So let me see. What I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to pop you down here. So I'm just taking that off of there. Let's turn it around so that we can rotate your phone. I can't turn my phone. Oh, it says I can't turn my phone whilst I'm recording. That's not so good, is it? No, I've got to do, that's going the wrong way. Oh, what am I doing now? I want this to come, there we are. Let's come down here to the machine. Rotate your phone. rotate my phone. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, there we are. It's only allowing me to do it one way. Okay. I'm afraid at the minute you're seeing the floor, aren't you? There, we're back again. Right, so whatever I'm touching, there we go. Let's push it down there. Now I can't see any comments. Let's just pop this down a little bit lower. Okay. There we are. So we can see the machine. It looks as though I have to have it one way round, and I can't do anything else about it. Okay, so forgive me, I won't be able to comment or see your comments, but let's get the pieces. So all I need, and I've made this the same size as the second one, the navy one that I did. So you want 2 pieces of fabric, like so. And as you can see, I've used some of the Lighthouse fabric. This is my outer fabric, which I put G700 on. And this is my lining fabric. Now, my lining fabric is actually shorter than my lining fabric, and you'll find the reason why. So the first thing we're going to do, I think we'll do the little bit of cutting out of we're going to cut some little rectangles out of this. I will say the other thing I've got is 2 pieces for handles. Okay, so I'll pop those aside for the minute. And what I'm going to do now, if I find myself a ruler, which I did have to hand, and now I put it somewhere else. Oh, for goodness sake. There it is. Right, we are going to fold. We're going to do this on both of our pieces. So I've fused my G700 on the back of my lining, and I'm going to fold it in half, like so. Make sure those raw edges match exactly. And I'm just going to put a pin down here so that my fabric is held together for when I cut out my little rectangles. And what we're going to do is we are going to make a mark, scissors. We're going to make a mark which is 1/2 inch up the folded side and 1 inch in along the fold. So I'm just getting me a ruler which has got that 1/2 inch. No, let's go this way here. There we are. So 1 inch in from the side and 1/2 inch up. So I'm just going to mark along there. I should have done it that way, shouldn't I? There we are. And mark down there. So you can see I've got that. And then the same on the other side. 1/2 inch up the raw edge and 1 inch in along the fold. So it's like a rectangle at the moment. And then because we're cutting through the fold, it's going to actually give us 1 inch square of cutout. So there's that little bit cut out. Similarly there. Okay, so there's one. So we've done that for the lining piece. And now I'm going to do the same for my outer fabric. So I've got G700 fused to the back of my outer. And you could do this on the wrong side of the fabric if you want to, but it doesn't matter because we're cutting it out and you won't be able to see it. So I say I'm only putting pins here just to hold those level rather than iron it, so that we've got, so let's find the right one again. 1/2 inch up the side and 1 inch across. So just draw that in there. Ooh, can't see that one there. 1/2 inch there, and then the same here, 1 inch along the bottom, along the fold, and 1/2 inch up the side. Okay, so let's just cut those out. like so. So I'm just going through both layers, cut that little bit there, similarly here, and when I open it out you'll see what we've actually done. So there we are. So there is our piece. It has got those little cutout areas just there. So whilst let me put my thing out of the way, I'll just draw in my iron. I was going to say, while we have got this outer piece here, what we're going to do, let's see if we can get to the ironing board. Oh, what am I doing? I've got a chair here which is getting in my way. So let's just see, there is my ironing board. So what I'm going to do, at one of these or both of these ends of the fabric, I'm going to fold 1/4 inch to the reverse. Doesn't look as if I ironed my G700 on properly. That's it, usually that irons on perfectly. Okay, so I'm going to fold 1/4 inch of the outer fabric to the wrong side. Okay, like that. You can see I've got that there. And I'm going to do that at both ends. So I folded back 1/4 inch. Let's see if we can see that. So I folded back 1/4 inch there. And then at the same time then, I'm going to fold another inch over like that and give that a press. So I'm just sort of guessing at that. So let's just press that. And it just helps when we come to finish off. So I'm going to swivel that around and I'm going to do the same again here. Fold 1/4 inch back, like so, and give that a good press. It doesn't matter if it springs back because we won't be working with it folded yet. And then again, let's just press 1 inch back again as well. And with this, it will be opened out, so don't worry. Okay, so we have our piece there with the folded back pieces. So let's come back round to our machine. And what we'll do now, so I've got that done. We're going to do the lining piece first of all, but no, first of all, I'm just going to do my handles. The original one here, I've done a 4-inch strip, which I've folded in half, just like bag handles. But on this, I've decided to do a 3-inch strip. And all I've done already was fold it in half, wrong sides together, and press. And then I've opened it out. I've folded the raw edge to that center crease on both sides and press, and then fold it all over and press. So all I'm going to do now, which I usually have this done, but I thought we'll do this now, is I'm going to stitch down these sides. Whoops, my foot pedal is slipping. Okay, so let's just stitch down here. If you want to decorate these handles, by all means do. You could do a few more rows of sewing. You could do decorative stitches down there to make it look even more special. So we'll just stitch down there, and there's one done. So I'm always sewing together that open edge first of all, and I'm using the inside of my foot to line up with the edge of the fabric, and then hopefully I'll get a nice, even, consistent row of stitching just in from the edge. So we'll just whiz down here all the way to the end. Okay, so I've got my 2 handles there, and they'll be ready to be sewn in shortly. So I'm going to take my lining piece first of all, and this is so easy. Right, we are going to lay it right sides together, and we're going to stitch down each side. So let's just line that up, and we'll stitch down here. I'm using a 1/4 inch seam allowance, and obviously that just all lines up because we have cut it. And then we'll do exactly the same on the other side. Line that up from the top and stitch down. So you know all of this from your bag making of the past. Okay. Then we are going to put our finger into that little hole, pull it out and flatten it. Okay. So I just flattened that, put the seam together to the side, and I'm going to stitch across there. So let's just flatten that out of the way and reverse at the beginning, reverse at the end. And the same with this side too. So we've got no seam in the base. So we're just pulling that apart, flatten it down. Okay, like so. Whoops. Just, oh, it's not doing it for me. Let's do it that way first of all, and then there we go. So pull out to those points, flatten it down, and stitch across. Okay, now we leave it with our wrong sides out. So we've basically got a bag shape like we normally have. So the next thing we're going to do is with our outer fabric, let's do it on the top side. I'm going to measure, what did I measure? 3 inches in, say. I'm just going to hazard. I'm going to put my handles just here. So let's have a little tip. I will put that in about there, okay? And what I'm going to stitch that down first, because I know just a little bit more. That's about right. So I'm not doing any measuring here. Okay, so the easy way, having put that one side on, and what we do is bring the other one up on top of it, like that. Then I'm going to bring my other side of the top over, line that up, flatten that down. So I've lined it up and enclosed it, and then I'm going to pick that handle, the other side of the handle, and it will be in exactly the right place. I grab hold of it. It's in exactly the right place there. So it should be half the same, that side as that side. I can do a little measuring just to double check that. Let's see. Yeah, that is 2.5 inches and 2.5 inches. That is nicely done. So it saves any measuring. So again, we'll just stitch across there. So my handle is now held. I've made sure that it isn't twisted at all. Okay, so then at the other end, if we bring this side up, lining up with the sides there, we can do exactly the same with our other strap. So that strap is there. So I'm going to pop that just there. So that lined up with the other one. And we can stitch across there. And then again, if we just bring our handle up, so no twists, and lay that on top, and then we can bring this side over, line it up at the raw edge, okay, and I've got my finger on where the handle is, and then I'm going to pick that up, and it's in exactly the right place there for the other side. So as I say, no measuring. So let's just stitch that in place just to hold it. So there I've got my 2 handles on there. I opened up where I folded it back. I've opened that up, so I've attached it right to that top raw edge. The next thing we're going to do is fold this right sides together. Handles in between, and I'm just going to stitch down the bottom, down to the bottom side on both sides. So that will just line up because we cut our rectangles or squares out of it. So I'm just stitching down this side and all the way to the bottom, and we'll give that a little reverse, and then I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. Line that up all the way, and that should line up at the bottom as well. 1/4 inch seam, line that up, make sure that's it. You could put some pins in here because those handles are just pulling those outer edges away a little bit. And then we do exactly the same as we did with our lining fabric. Put our finger in that hole and open it out and flatten it down. Flatten that down and stitch across. And this is where in a moment the magic is going to happen. Okay, so just open that out. Got my finger in there and flatten it. And that's it. That little bit of pulling there to get that nicely flat, and pop it under the needle and reverse and stitch across. Now, I know from time to time people have said, how do you get the lining to stay in the bottom of the bag? This is how you do it. So I'm not putting at the minute one inside the other. I'm going to get my lining, which as you see is shorter. I'm getting my lining. Both of my pieces, my lining and my outer, are wrong sides on the outside. And we're going to line up the bag bases. And I'll put a pin in here just to help. So I'm going to line up that corner with that one, so that seam. And let's just put a pin across there. And then the same at this other end. Just take those seams that we did and line that up. Okay, so we're lining that up, and we'll put a pin in there as well. So that way you won't be confused if you did one side and not the other. So can you see I've joined it bottoms together? So having lined them up, I'm now just going to stitch across here. So it does make it an even stronger seam because we've already stitched once across both of those. Okay, so now that's joined together. And then on the other side, where my other pin is, it's quite quick and easy, really. Let's just start stitching there, take that pin out, line that up. And I'm stitching on the line that I've done stitched previously. Okay, so we're attached with that hole in the middle. Now all we need to do is push one inside the, well, the lining inside the outer. So I'm going to pull the outer up like this. Okay, get those handles out of the way. And you can see now I've got lining on the inside, outer fabric on the outside. So I'm just going to push my fingers into those corners, and you'll know that those corners are attached. So your lining is not going anywhere. It's going to be beautifully in the bottom of the bag. And you can see how smooth it looks with my G700 on there. So just, as I say, I've just looked, those corners lovely. The lining is down there. You can see there's that little gap. So what we're going to do now is, first of all, we are going to turn that in. What are we going to do? We're going to push those handles to the inside. Oops, so it goes inside the lining. Where are we? Just pulling that out of it. There we go. So we are going to, oops, let's see. It went together so easily. So we've already got that turned over, and I'll just pull that out like so. And it might actually, let's turn it the other way so that we can, if we turn it this way, so I've got the lining, we'll turn it back again. So it's easier to have the lining on the outside. So just put our fingers there. And then all we're going to do is turn, this is why we pressed that first bit. We're going to turn this all back, and I'll put some pins in here as well. So there was our first turning, and there is our 1 inch that is turned back as well. So just lay that over the top. We can line that seam up at the side. See if we can turn most of this back first of all. So yes, most definitely, I'm just going to put my pin sideways in for this one. And you can see how easily, because I pressed it, that's just all turning back. So again, we'll put a pin just here at the side seam. Now you can see it's covered my raw edge in here. Okay. And these handles, that's it. So that all lays really nicely. You want those handles to tuck under. So they're going to be on the inside. Put a pin in there, and similarly there. So just put a pin in there to hold that in place. And we'll put one in these as well. So 2 more pins just to hold, as I say, those handles in place. They are attached already, but we want to hold them in place like that. Now, what I would suggest, if your machine has got a free arm, you may be able to get that over. If you take your extension table off, you may be able to get it over there. It's too small for me to do that. So I'm going to push it through to the rod, so the right side is on the outside. My pins, so I'm just turning that over, and I'm going to stitch around where those pins are. Okay. So I'm not going to bother to, or am I? Yeah, let's just push that out a bit. It'll give me more. There we are. So just push the handles inside, because we don't want those to get attached. And all I'm going to do now is where my pins are, obviously the wrong way round, pointing the wrong way, I'm going to stitch along that edge. So let's take that one out first of all. So I'm just stitching right on the very edge. And when I come to the handle, I am going to stitch over that handle. Okay, so that's attaching it even more so, making it secure. So then I'm going to take that next pin out, and we'll stitch along here. And then just keep moving that around. And we've got the next handle coming up in a moment. So we'll just carry on stitching there. Take that pin out before I get to it. Over the handle again. And then just keep moving that around. And just holding that, making sure all of my my folded piece is just lying flat. And I've got one more pin just there. And as I say, just make sure that's popped out there, but that was the 1/4 inch we folded back. So again, just keep stitching around there, tuck that under. And the pressing of the 1/4 inch and then the inch really helps to make this easy, rather than if you'd had to press it at that point afterwards, you know, if you'd been folding that over. So now I can pull my handles out like so, and this time I'm going to go around the top edge. So I'm just going to flatten that handle, move that one out of the way for a minute, flatten that handle down and stitch around this top edge. So I've made sure that handle is nice and flat. Similarly on that one, move it around again. And then move it around again before we come to the next set of handles. Oh, nearly gone past that one. So just hold that down and stitch. And similarly with this one, the next one coming up, just flatten that down, stitch across there, and we'll just stitch around to the very first handle, which was where I started. And I started on a handle because where we stitch over, you won't see that as much. But basically, that is finished. Okay, a little bit of thread there. So we're all done. I just put my hands into those corners again, like so. And there is my little bag. And as I say, much firmer with a bit of G700 in there. What do you think? Right, so I'm going to take this off again and we will just turn it around to me. Oh, dearie, dearie me. Where are all my controls? There we are. Let's just pop that in here. Hopefully I won't click anything off. Oh, there we are. We're back. Okay. Okay. So that is it. I hope you were able to see that okay. But there is your little bag. So these two fabrics were from the Lighthouse range, and you've got that nice little cuff of colour. And these two fabrics weren't by any means my absolute favourite, but they are lovely and they go together so beautifully. Okay, so I hope you liked those new techniques. I mean, the one of joining those corners, because the lining is in there. It's in there. It's really, really neat. There's no seam at the bottom. And it's really, I just made the size up, but you could actually make any size bag just like this in other sizes. What I would say, I will put this on a PDF, but what I would say, whatever length you have for your outer, if you do your lining 3 inches shorter, and that will give room to have that turnover. If you want your turnover to be deeper, because you've got a much bigger bag, I would, alter it from there, because your turnover does need to cover the raw edge of the lining when you come to put it together. There we go. Okay. Right. Gorgeous selection of fabrics. It is. Okay, let's have a look. Oh gosh, we've got lots of comments already. Let's see. Oh no, that just says he's watching. Okay. Yeah, it's different, isn't it? Different. Oh my goodness. There we are. Lovely. Well, as you know, I always like to, it would be a lovely gift Easter bag. I like to bring you different things. You'll be doing that. Okay, shall we get on to the giveaway? Numbers. So we've still got lots and lots of people here. It's the most I've probably seen in weeks, months even. So here they are. And what they basically are, so these were from the layer cakes. And what you have, so you've got a 10-inch length of fabric on the fold. So when you open it out, it's about 3 inches wide. So there is so much there. If it were all put together, I bet there's a good metre, perhaps 2 metres of fabric. But you've also got, where I chopped from the fold to the selvage, you have got some bits as well, which are quite wide. Can you see these bits? Oh, that's a light bit. You see this navy bit that's quite nice. So it has got the selvage, but there's still a good couple of inches there as well. Okay, so that's what we are going to guess. This is what one person is going to win. Now, it's too thick for this box. Can you see? This is a large letter box, but it's too deep. So it will be in a parcel. So do you want to start? What I would like you to guess is how many views did I have on my YouTube channel in the last 48 hours. Right, so what I would say is the number of views. I'm not viral yet, so it won't be in the multi-thousands, but what I will say, it's between 1 and 1,000. So it's 1,000 maximum. I'm not so, no, not, this is in the last 48 hours, so 2 days. Oh, yes, of course you can just rock up. Yes, of course you can, Juliet. You don't have to book. If you can get here, that would be fine. So that's better. So between 1 and 1,000. No, it's not that, Tony. So start as soon as I see the number, and I will give you another one. No, not 511. It ends in a 5. Okay. Yeah. So the number ends in a 5. And it's less than 1,000, but I would say, let's say it's more than 500, but less than 1,000. So no Tony, no Dorothy. You can guess as many times as you like. No Anne, no Mary McElroy, no Bev. I would like it to be exact. So when 2 people are within 50 of it, so no Karen, no Marilyn, no Tony, no Jill. That's it. Keep going. No Sue, no Angela, no Carol. So you've all got that. Ends in a 5. Ends in a 5. No Sarah, no Jane. There's a few more that are closer now. No Angela, no Tony. Okay, keep guessing. No Carol, no Karen, no Barbara. Let's see what else is coming. No Tony. No Dorothy. Okay, nope. No Jane. Right, would you like another? No Karen. Another little help. It's between 700 and 800. So fire away. And it ends in a 5. No Karen. No Jane. And one of you will get it. One of you will get it. No Vanessa. It's between 700 and 800 and ends in a 5. No Karen. No Jill. Between 700 and 800. No Marion. That's the right area though, between 700 and 800. No Jane. No Marilyn. No Karen. We're getting closer. No Tony. Between 700 and 800. No Barbara. No Angela. So more than 700, but less than 800. No Judith, no Angela. No Angela. No Anne. That's the correct sort of guess though. Over 700, but less than 800. No Marilyn. No Carolyn. We're going to get it soon. No Tony. Less than 800. Getting close, Jane. No Jane, but no Mary. Jill Leader! You are the winner. There it came. So hopefully, there we are. I wrote it, didn't I? 775. So the first person was Jill Leader to win. So well done, Jill. It took us a while, didn't it? But that is amazing. So 775. I can't write. Yes, it took me my time writing that backwards. So at least I can do it now. So 775 was the number. And this, Jill, will be winging its way to you on Monday. So, excuse me, watch the postie. Watch the postie. Okay, thank you everybody for guessing. That is, perhaps it's working a little bit slowly now. So the winner has been announced. Oh yes, Linda's seen that. Just seen something else that I've made, which I may show you how to do later. But here we are. So I filled it up. So this is something else I made, just a little sneaky peek. And it's better laid down on the table, and it may need, but it comes undone. And what we have in here is lots of flex frame pouches. Can you see? Flex frame. 1, oops, 2, can't see what I've got in there. 3, I've got my feet for my Juki machine. So what we have here, as you see, is 6 little pockets with a flex frame top and a cover. Okay, so that's something else that will be coming. That was fun, was it, Isabel? Jolly good, jolly good. So thank you everybody for taking part. And well done, Jill, for winning, for guessing that correctly. As I say, I will be popping dimensions down for these. So as I said, this was my little prototype made in some scrap calico. I even chopped something else down because of it. This one was a little bit bigger, well, the same size as this one, but I had no interfacing in there. And this one, you can see that stands up really nicely. This one has got G700. I think you could do it as well with H250, you know, the papery interfacing. That would work, but I do love my G700 as well. So there we go. What I'm going to do is go and have my fish and chips now. So I'll just say thank you so much for joining me. It has been lovely to end my Friday talking to all of you. Obviously, I will be back next week. Next Tuesday, I shall, what shall I do? It's the last, yes, it is the 4th Tuesday of the month. So we will be making, it may be that. Now I've got 2 things. It will be a small pouchy project for those in the Sew with Trisha group. So I look forward to seeing you then. And then on Thursday, Friday, I shall be launching the sew along because I will have made the samples to show you then. And the new sew along is going to take place at the end of April. So it gives you a little while to think about it and see if you want to take part. So hope you enjoyed this. I will do a PDF. I'll see if I can get it done this evening. Not that I like working through the evening, but I will get something there just to give you measurements and what's the dimensions that you cut out so that you can give it a go. And Nettie, thank you. And Gita, I will enjoy my fish and chips. And I'm really quite peckish now. So take care of yourselves and thanks for joining me again. I shall, I think it did depend on the internet speed. That's right, but it's the ones that came up on my screen here. So take care of yourselves. Enjoy your weekend. Hopefully it'll be nice and warm for us all. And I'll see you next week. Bye for now.